Babe, get something. Get something. God. Look, damn it, we missed everything on here. Look, damn. Look at them. They speeding off. Look. Faculty coming out. Come on, babe, get closer. Here, it is no bomb threat, dog. There's no bomb. They skirting. Fuck. All these people came out. What the fuck is going on now? Yo, they like, I ain't dying for this shit. I know that's right. Did it? Who did it? What's that? It's probably alarms going off in there telling everybody to leave. Fuck. Yo, I ain't gonna say nothing else. All right, so this was had. We can make this shit up. So how do I even say this? Like, where do I start? Like, y'all know we straight up prompt. This I don't even know what. They coming. All right. So he's here at the college this morning. Where you want to go to? All right, well, start the damn conversation, yo, so I could. I don't even know. Okay, so maybe we can start. This shit is so outrageous. All right, so we told y'all before. Somebody was on here. We were talking about on the internet. We're talking about your ancestors and magic and your ancestors and whether or not black. Oh, I got a good one. So I'm on TikTok, right? This girl who I'm going to assume, and yes, I know assuming is bad, but I'm going to assume that she was a Christian by her profile and the picture of the cross and her with, the name and all her name and everything. But anyway, so she makes a TikTok. The TikTok is POV, me getting to heaven and God asking me, why do I have all those crystals around me like they were supposed to protect me? So she's making fun of it, and from her perspective, all you need is Jesus. Listen, from her perspective, she's 100% right. All I said to add to her perspective was in the comments, the high priest a year went in the Holy of Holies with the vest, with the article was the breastplate was made means it was an artistic work of beauty. Set in the chest plate was 12 crystals. He went into the Holy of Holies where, if you believe this perspective, the perspective that the Christian philosophy is built on, that God came down and was not offended by the 12 crystals on the priest's chest. He didn't say, get the out there with them crystals. In fact, they were directed to go get those crystals in particular and put them on the priest's chest. And that was supposedly, if you follow the narrative, was the word of God. So I'm not trying to change her perspective. I'm just trying to bring it home. If your books say that you're supposed to have certain crystals, then that means God knows about the crystals because God made the crystals. Now, how this get to where we are today is because ancestors, okay? Some of you don't believe that you are supposed to be doing that because that's the devil's work. Oh, that's what she commented. When I put on that the high priest went in the Holy of Holies with the 12 crystals on, she put some people on here worship the devil. Something be gone in the name of Jesus is what that was her comment. So some people believe that this crystal work or ancestor work is the devil. And to that I say, I can't even say anything to that. Everything is everything. And if you truly understand God, then you would understand that everything is everything. You are your ancestors. There was no cutoff of energy.
You have all their memories. You have all their memories.
You
are your ancestors.
It is a continuum. It is a continuum. The energy continues. So, as the energy is continuing and we're sitting here frustrated in our financial situation, we called upon the energy of continuance as it exists because God allows it to. We said we don't have no answers. We don't have no lawyers. We don't have no information. So we need help. So we called and the energy answered. And it said gold, blood, and stamp. Now, I ain't no PhD and I ain't got no bar, as somebody said to my wife the other day. What's your bar number? What's your bar number since you're so smart? I ain't got a bar number, but I got ancestors. And they've been here before, as Tina said. And they've lived through the tyranny. They was murdered, but they was alive before they was murdered. They was raped, but they was alive before they was raped. They was made in the image of God before someone took that image and defamed and desecrated. They was here, little beacons of light, and their light still shines on because I'm here. And when I say I need information, that information comes. When we call to our ancestors, they answer because we are them and they are us. All that you need is inside of you, if you believe. If you're not too scared, if you're not too religiousized to understand that if you need information, you can call on it. And how we know this is true? We know this is true because we didn't know what to do with the promissory note. Watch the rest of our videos. I ain't gonna go back. We didn't know what to do with the next stage of our finances. We didn't know the legal way to handle it, but our ancestors did. See, somebody was alive when they had paper bonds and they used stamps on those bonds and they created notes of exchange with those bonds over 100 years ago. I wasn't alive. Was you alive? Somebody was, though.
My grandmother was.
Yeah, my grandfather wasn't even alive, but somebody was. And they have passed that information down into me because I called to it. And it came. So we go to the library. Y'all know these FCC devices is always listening. We go to the library. We go to the library and we're going to continue on this financial process to get that which is ours to reclaim.
But there's no more studying to do. We got it all. We just meditated. We had the energies tell us what to do. We listened. We decided that there will be not another moment in our life where we're disobedient to the energies.
Even what they
that
say
guide
is
us
crazy.
And protect us. Just like that time they told us to drive through the wall. We thought they was crazy, and the fucking on the other side of the wall was valet parking. So we could drive through it, but we didn't. And because of that, we missed an opportunity to meet up with a billionaire. So This time when they said, this is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Gold, blood, stamp. And we're going to tell you how to do it. And they told us how to do it. And then they showed us through imaging how to do it. And then there was this one thing that we did not have access to nowhere. We couldn't get it from nowhere. And to try to get this thing online is $3,000. Somebody calls us on the phone and says, I have a couple of things. You can come by my house. And then gives us a whole book of what we need. When all we needed was one. All we needed was one. She gave us a whole book. It was an elder. It was the elders that gave us something that cost $3,000 for free in a multitude of it. I said that wrong.
You said that right.
A multitude of it, whatever.
You said it.
And so we want to go write up this document and shit at the fucking college.
So we had the college.
Now hold on. We went to the college first. And then we said, hold up, let's go get something to eat first because we got to really focus on this document. We go get something to eat. We come back. We sitting in the car for an hour talking to the damn bill people. Then we get ready to get out. We walking into the damn college. They said it's a bomb threat. Everybody got to get out. It's a bomb threat.
Scores of people coming out, running out.
It's girls. I don't know. I thought they was playing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They sound like they was cackalaking. But them motherfuckers was running scared.
Because of bomb
threat.
And
I said, nigga, a bomb threat. You think a bomb threat gonna stop me from what the fuck I know to be true right fuck now? I don't need to fucking research nothing else because we've done all the research. We've got all the confirmation. We've proven and disproven all this bullshit. There's nothing else to do but to write up the paperwork.
We just
even opening up your own trust for your family. Opening up your own trust for your family. We even got that shit under control now. And they want to call a bomb threat. A fucking bomb threat. Now, I know it's some skepticals out there who'll say, wow, what kind of ego they got that they would think that somebody called a bomb threat just so they couldn't write a document. And I'm going to let you stay in that thought process because we've moved now from the public to the private. And when you in the private, now you got everybody watching you. But don't forget, we already had everybody fucking watching us because of the magic we was doing from one end of the country to the next. That's why we had all those homeless people guiding us through the way, telling us what to do, what not to do, what to watch out for, who's going to be watching you, who you shouldn't be around. This is not just some, oh, now we fucking in the private, so now the fucking people watching us to make sure we don't tell y'all shit. It ain't that. It's all of us. It's me and Gus. It's just what it is. Everybody is trying to come after us. And don't nobody want us to get the financial standing in this place that we need to have, because once we do that, then we get our military back. So we telling y'all this so y'all can pay attention. If y'all don't hear, yeah, we got the trust down. I'll send you that information too tonight. We should have told him yesterday. Was that today?
We still working on it. We within 24 hours.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm so Dwayne, you know how fucking intensive this shit is. So I'm fucking confusing my days now. But yeah, we got a way to
And you know how Grounded speaks. So when she talks, as soon as we find out the information, she talking it already. It's done. So we found out within the last 24 hours what we can do, and we're acting on that information currently. We're gonna send you whatever we learned. So
oh shit, it's so crazy. And it's so simple.
You were saying about
it's so simple. Because we like, oh my God, poverty, despair, hunger, anger. Those are all things you agree to. I have said since y'all motherfuckers know me before my parents knew me, I don't agree with none of this shit. I don't agree. I don't agree to be in poverty, to being impoverished. I don't agree with going to work for somebody. Have I ever? Babe. I signed my name as a fucking beneficiary always and had no fucking idea I was properly signing my name as somebody who moves in the private sector. I had no idea until I started researching and remembering shit that I had forgot.
That's what we should title this video.
Remembering what the fuck you forgot.
Research. Remember and research. You do look out. We're not telling you don't ever look out. No, you're supposed to look out and compare. Research is great. Science is great. Being able to compare things that you see and observe in your universe and your world, that is awesome. You need that. But don't just research, okay? Research and remember. Remember what's inside of you.
Okay, it's like that first thought you know how you look up and you think you see something and then you look again and it's gone? You should never allow that to happen. When you see something that looks, keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Because that way you'll know what's really happening.
Acknowledge it is real. It is real.
I kept saying, I have a trust fund. I have a trust fund. My grandfather was trying to tell me something before he fucking died and said, I'm the only one that's going to be able to do this. And my entire fucking life from 13 to now, I've been looking for this trust fund. And it's been right in my fucking face the whole time. The whole time. And I'm trying to run around telling all these niggas, yo, we got a trust fund. Do this, 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 and this. Do this, 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 and this. I fucking wrote business cards down with this information on it. Nobody fucking looked up it except for Dwayne and motherfucking Eric. Dwayne and Eric. And that's cool, because they the only niggas we gonna fuck with in the private. And I'm not gonna keep telling y'all how to access y'all trust no more. If you didn't want to listen to me before, don't try to listen to me now. I just wanted to tell y'all that they're always watching us. The tap on the phone is real. That's why it takes you so long to log onto your internet or for your message to send, because they have so many files of data of listening to you. And they're making things, they're running scared. It's a website called, what is it, resignations.info. Resignations.info. You go on there and you'll see how many executives have resigned from these high positions because we coming for our shit and we are holding everybody responsible for their motherfucking fraud against the trust account. Y'all don't have to believe me and you don't have to look it up. You can keep getting fucked in your ass because you seem to like it. Me, nobody's touching my body. I'm hollering sexual assault to everybody. Anybody touch my bank account, that's sexual assault. That's molestation of my shit. Antitrust action, right? Going against your fiduciary duties as a fucking trustee. Take your shit back. All of this shit is supernatural. It's a lot of y'all that say, damn, why she going into the financial side and not doing the supernatural no more? I don't know. How come y'all don't understand that all this shit is the same? All this shit is the same. The fucking reptilians that y'all talk about destroying the world and the draconians, what the fuck? How is the reptilians up in the galactics different than the fucking financial criminals here doing the same? Like you can't figure it out.
You love the story of the Anunnaki, but you skip over
I know, right?
The part where it says the Anunnaki came down here in order to get the gold because they needed the gold in order to power their world, and our planet was plentiful with it. So you just skip over that whole part of the story. It's like, I don't even know, whatever. You know what I mean? Like like I said, you believe in the Bible. You want to believe in the Bible, but you can't see the fact that they use pure gold in the priestly vestiges. There's a reason behind it. Like they could have picked any other. It was the top of the line. It was Egypt, top of the line. It's America of the day. They were at the top of the world. They could use anything they want. They said, no, make this of gold, make this of copper. Why do you think they said that? Like, is there a reason?
Why the fuck is your computer made of crystal?
Right. Like
if the spirit world and this 3D fake shit we in ain't the same,
if it ain't
it don't move together. Why the fuck is your computer a crystal?
Why you got a Pentium? Why you got that AMD? What they have, the 647, whatever it is. They got a crystal in it. Like, come on.
Selenite is what they use for fiber optics for your cable wires. Selenite. Did you know that? I'm gonna give y'all one more little tip before I go. For everybody that's renting, there are certain codes in your state. And on these certain codes in your state, there's something that says the landlord is to pay all of your rent for every month that you were in that house. Because he was already paid in full through your application. The application is your payment. Don't ask me where to look it up. Don't ask me nothing. Start fucking reading. Now you can keep on paying your rent, paying your car note. I told y'all where to look that shit up just to make sure, so y'all know that y'all not supposed to be paying your car note. I haven't had one person call me or fucking send me an email saying that they fucking found that shit in their car note and they no longer pay. I sent a request to the credit bureau, and I said, this current loan company we got this car from, I said the information reported is inaccurate. The motherfucking loan company sent a motherfucking response back to the credit bureau and said the reporting is accurate. She 100% pays her bill on time. I've never paid it yet. Why would she be saying, no, she paid it? No. Why would she do that? So anyway, we just thought that shit was hilarious how everybody was running out the building from the bomb threat that ain't no fucking bomb over there. But
so
it took us so fucking long to put the damn StreamYard on. That shit was loaded.
But it's not arrogance. It's just recognizing what's happening in your universe. I mean, it's called a car accident because you didn't know it was going to happen, right? That's why it's an accident. But if you weren't supposed to be there, then you're not going to be there. And if you are supposed to be there, it's not an accident. Mm-hmm. It's a purpose. You were in a purpose, not an accident. So we have to, I mean, not have to, but you can continue on doing what you're doing. We choose to pay attention to our universe. And as Dwayne just said, recognize the power within it and our responsibility. Don't get drunk with the power. Recognize the responsibility. This morning, I looked at one of my accounts here on this 3D realm, and I said, dang, I wasn't taking care of my business. And that account was not being handled properly. That's not nobody else's fault. Ain't no conspiracy. There's no white man. Ain't no none of this social BS.
Yeah, none of that shit. This is about you being an adult or a child.
You about being a major or minor.
Adult or a child. You either gonna handle your adult business or you're not. And we just decided we were acting like children. That's why we're living in the car. We don't have food or gas. We were acting like children. And then one day we woke up and said, this cannot go on anymore like this. What do we do to hone our estate so that this never happens again? When we was talking to our son yesterday, we went to go see our son yesterday, and he was giving me some sage and some weed, and he was looking at us, and he looked so sad. It looked like he wanted to cry. And I said, I know this looks hard because you see your parents down right now, but we would rather be down and going through the righteous side of this so we can come out and never be in this situation again and never allow our children to be in this situation or grandchildren. Like, you got to think differently when you have your first grandchild, and we just not willing. Augustus can go get 3 jobs right now and we'll be hired and we'll collect enough money for us to go and pay the deposit and move into a place and pay the rent. And then what? I will never see my husband again. My husband has always had 3 jobs. The marriage has been fucking demolished by financial despair.
That's not
And
right.
that's actually against the United States Constitution. Any kind of financial thing that will destroy your family is a crime against the Constitution, and they have to pay for that. It's statutes for that. But you don't even pay attention to that.
So, like I said, if you don't believe in the magic and you don't believe in you a good Negro, no, I'm sorry. If you're a good person who just does what you're supposed to do and everything, and you're doing everything the right way, and you vote and all that good stuff, hey, listen, keep doing that. Like we said, research and remember. If you can't remember because your soul is being given it away, you're taking it and giving it to some inanimate object or some energy that you don't actually understand, that you've married yourself off to. If you're giving your spirit and your soul to that, okay, cool. What about the 3D body though? Okay, take the physical body and the brain, just deal with that, the observable, right? Nothing spiritual. You observe the fact you live in a republic, you vote, you're a good American, read the Constitution, read and understand the statutes that are there, and understand that those statutes were drawn and made out for free men and women, free people whose minds understand freedom, and understand that at no time are you to be a debt slave. That is the purpose of the 13. Not race, but a debt slave.
We miss so much. They tell you everything because legally, and spiritually, and etherically, whatever these words are, they are under contract that they have to tell you. They have to. Nobody's lying to you. Nobody's hiding shit from you. Nobody. You've heard every time I tell somebody about their trust fund, they always say, "Yeah, somebody told me about that before." Nobody's ever in my fucking life told me about the knowledge that I have right now, and I swear to God, if somebody had told me this, I would have been on this shit. So you mean to tell me you knew about this and you did nothing? That is the accepted slave mentality, thought, and belief system. When I first moved to Colorado, I brought my niece here, and I said, "You're gonna stay here with me. You're gonna go to this school." This high school looked like the 90210 high school on the TV show. It was huge. It was a large campus. It was just fucking ridiculous. I take my niece up to the college. I went to the school to try to enroll her. She says, "Auntie, I don't want to go here because Black people not supposed to go to school like this." That shit broke my heart. I couldn't do nothing but cry. Bitch, I came this far to make sure you motherfucking did go to a school like that. What you mean? And she literally refused to go. That is an imprinted brainwashing that has settled. It has been coded in you, and you have accepted the code.
And it's inside
I can't be a part of that. I can't. No, go ahead.
I mean, cut you off. It's inside of the words that you're using. We keep coming back to this. You want to know how it all comes together? How the finance and the magic and all the how it all comes universal? Because if I tell you this is what you are, I name you, your parents name you, they tell you, they encode you. You have to repeat and give power through currency of your soul.
That shit is in a universal code. In a universal code, it says nothing has any value until the citizen puts their energy in it. Oh, if this is not a fucking spell.
That is a spell.
I don't know what y'all think magic is. They're saying you need to sign in blood. Put your blood and energy in this contract. And y'all sign this shit every day. We just looked at the Einstein Bagels contract just to get the rewards. You have to commit to never suing them.
Ever.
Why do I have to sue you to get points for a fucking bagel?
But it's a contract, and of course we don't look at the contract as a spell or as an oath, a binding oath. An oath, I'm sorry for you, for if you didn't know, an oath is a spell. It's the same thing. It's no difference.
You don't know what a spell is.
You just don't. Yeah, I think y'all not really understanding this magic thing because you think that it's something super hooky. And it's not, it's the words that come out of your fucking mouth every day. The actual words. If I tell you that you are an African American, I tell you that you're a black person,
and you keep calling
and
yourself
you
that.
say out of your mouth, well, I'm an African American, I'm a black person. If you say it, you put all of that super powerful energy into my spell. My spell wasn't worth shit.
Let me tell y'all the power
until
of
you
spell.
said it.
Let me tell y'all the power of spell work. Now, when I'm sick and I'm down, I always turn to y'all to help me. I went to one of my groups and I said, we're going to do an exorcism to remove the bull. We will never speak his name again. We're going to do an exorcism. And I need y'all all to repeat this over and over because I'm getting ready to go under. And then when y'all repeat this, I will never have a problem with that energy again. I seen going on the fucking internet, my posts constantly being shared saying that enchantment to get rid of that energy, that delete spell. And I have not had any problems with the bull since then. There's not been any interference when I had my vision quest. We have not had anything fucking with us. Y'all know how our systems kept shutting down when we couldn't use the computers, the car was acting weird, all that shit. None of that happens anymore because I use my tribe to do a hell of a strong de-spellment on myself. So if my squad, they say my squad is 500 on here, and my other squad is 9,000 on one of the forums I'm on. That's very small. Think about squad deep when you got people singing about a billions, Beyonce doing her little single lady shit. Think about the spell power behind when she said, I can say world stop. And every motherfucker in that audience stopped. Was that not a spell? Them agreeing to that spell was them stopping.
I'm gonna go in further, step on my own toes. How about the spell work that happens when you are enchanted by the rhythm of the bass line? Once you become enchanted, now you open up, whoever you are out there, every individual, you open up and be able to connect to a higher realm of power. And then you open your mouth and you say, when I drop a tape, the murder rate increase. And then the murder rate increase.
This nigga just did a fucking whole album about getting high. And what was that, #1? Y'all stupid bitches. Y'all don't even fucking get high off the real shit. You don't get high off the universe in the spirit world. That kind of high is better than the greatest orgasm you motherfuckers will ever have in your life. And you're going to pollute and put dirty poison shit in. That's what you like. That make you, I'm leaning. Bitch, when you fucking leaning, what is you accomplishing? Nothing, you stupid motherfucker. Go lean. Because what we do here is we fly. We fly and we jump. What they call that, Paul barking? That's what we do on plant medicine. You
parkouring.
Parkouring.
On the plant
That's
medicine.
what you do on plant medicine, a real high. You can actually fly on that shit. And these motherfuckers giving you this poison and you want to lean. Let's lean with it. Dropping that dirty, polluted semen in these vaginas that's holding the wounds in the space of these fucking elder babies coming here and you lean. Too much for y'all?
Too much. Responsibility.
Your cum is dirty. Your mind is dirty. You don't know if you want to be with a bitch or a man. You ain't got nothing together. Nothing. You don't trust yourself. You don't know yourself. You won't investigate yourself. You won't shadow work yourself. You won't even fucking vision quest yourself. You've never even met your higher self. So if you haven't met your higher self and all you associated with is your lower self, what about themselves in between? Them levels of growth. Them levels of growth and understanding, that's where the ancestor realm lies. your in-between selves. So you got your lower self, this vibrating low shit we do here. Then you got your higher self, which is the God in you. But then you got the in-between. That is the ancestors, the spirit worlds, the animals. You got your spirit animals. You got the plant life, all of that there to help you and be with you so we can all do what we're supposed to do, which is to live a good life and experience the planet and all of her beauty and what she's offering to you. She's offering it to you like a whore in a motherfucking whorehouse. Come get this plant life. My plant life is like a lake. You need a straw for this drip. That's what the earth is saying to you, but you don't want that. You want that dirty, infected pussy that give you green slime coming out. You don't want that though. You don't want that real, true plant life. I don't know what y'all want. I don't care what y'all want no more. All I know is everybody can't go where we going. Everybody can't go where we going. And I've tried to take y'all as far as I can take y'all. I've told you step by step how to get your fucking trust fund back. I told you how to read codes to learn that you're not supposed to pay your rent or your car note and your mortgage is paid at signing. Your mortgage is paid at signing. Who has ever even asked a fucking question about what I'm talking about?
So I got a message from the Tribal Council of the Intergalactic Toenails, and they told me that if I tweedle my ears sideways on Tuesdays, at Thursdays at 3:48 with 56 seconds left to the minute, pace 4 times around facing northwest, 32 degrees with the sun and the moon shining at the same time, and then I spit and then catch it with my own mouth.
Stop it, guys. Stop. We be so mad at y'all. I'm just telling you honestly because I don't lie. Like I sometimes y'all make me sick. Like I just can't stand y'all sometimes at the level of not action that you do. And I'm sitting out here looking like I look so bad that my son looked like he was about to cry yesterday. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to try my very best to pull it together no matter what I'm going through. So my kids stay sustained and whole. My kids will stay sustained mentally, not worrying about us on the street. All my son keeps saying is, can y'all please be safe? We can't even have a good night's sleep on these streets because it's so bad out here right now with all this homelessness that one person can only sleep at a time and then the other one have to be up and watch guard. This shit is not easy what we're doing. I was even considering doing a GoFundMe page so we can get some help with a deposit to move into a lower apartment. While we're fighting this case to get this this money, I don't really know what to do. I don't want my kids to be stressed out. We had another child call us telling us they were sending us money because they didn't know we was doing this bad. And I'm like, no.
And in all seriousness,
no, don't do that because we send money to the child. We send money to the child because the child has a medical problem. So I sent a large amount of money to her. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe that y'all sent me this money and y'all doing so bad. But when you have a child, when you have kids, you're not everything about you doing bad because you give them everything you got and you keep going. So I think the thing that's bothering me the most is how our kids are being affected by us being in this situation. But I will never stop what I start.
And all jokes aside, I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm making fun because I'm saying that in large macro scope, large picture, big picture, when you step back at it, if we are being responsible for ourselves, it goes past our finances and it starts to encircle the earth. What we are doing is being good earthlings on the planet. First responsible for our own individual selves and the energy that we put out to the earth. Not any individual person, but the earth itself that you're standing on. Responsible for that energy and accountable for that energy that we put out. And then the other beings that we interact with on the earth, be they plant, animal, or otherwise. responsible for what we're putting out and receiving, and trying to balance that energy always. So when we get upset or stuff is only because we know that together this is a done deal. This is something that my wife always like to say doesn't take generations. It don't. It takes
one day for you to decide that no more.
Yeah.
That's it. So, once you decide no more, then your actions will be as such.
Right. And we know that it'll be a domino effect. So sometimes we poke fun at him, sometimes we get angry because we know that it's taking way too long to do it. And we know that it has nothing to do with our personal financial situation, but we know that from what we're learning by stepping away and only focusing on that which is going to progress more than ourselves, but to progress our great grandchildren forward on the planet Earth. We know from that oh, all of us can do this, and none of us have to be in the situation at all. Mm-hmm. It can just be like we can all be good.
I do like the team members that we're working with right now, who understand what we're saying and who's doing the work to try to recoup the money from their trust. Because even if it's only 4 of us, if we can hone this trust account enough that we have full understanding of how all of this works, then we can take over the trust position for y'all who don't comprehend it, and then have you regain your estate back for your kids, whether you understand it or not, because I guarantee you it's somebody in your family who will comprehend how to be the trust in their fucking own estate.
Back in the day, people used to use
Dwayne's talking
insignias. Let me see. Catch y'all later. Stay blessed. All right, Dwayne. You're gonna go get study on. We know what that means. We know what that means. But what was he saying? You saying about that?
Just us working together. We about to get off here too. I just wanted to tell y'all how no matter what, they are going to be listening to your devices to see how far you've come, whether it be in finance or whether it be in magic, because magic and finance is a threat to them. You having your finances in order and you have the ability to arm yourself up and arm your military up, that's a threat to them. You having your magic in order and you can fucking blow shit up just because you said so, that's a fucking threat to them. They know you can do that. It's only the fucking peons out here that think that shit is just on TV. The motherfuckers doing that MK Ultra, what is it, MK Ultra, or whatever that shit is called, they know what the fuck you can do. That's why they kidnapping everybody, trying to see what your powers is. Come on, that's it's on you. It's on you to decide if you want to keep. I'm just against me being anybody's bitch. I'm against that shit. I'm so fucking against being anybody's bitch. I'm real a certain way sexually with my husband, because I ain't gonna be too many bitches. I'm just not. If you're trying to get something over me or play me, I will sit and think about that shit for years on how to fucking get you back, because that's just how I am. And this is a whole government. Your fucking food stamps, sis. For every one of y'all who on food stamps, you're supposed to be getting $1,200 a month, period. You, as an individual filing, is supposed to get 1,200 food stamps a month. It's a 911 tax form that you can send and they'll get that shit. You need to start studying tax forms. And I know y'all saying, well, if we know all this, why are we still homeless in our car? I can explain that to you. If you think this could be done overnight, none of you niggas would be working. This is a process. The same time it takes the IRS to give you a tax return for your basic ass job or company, it's going to double that time for them to give you back an estate, nigga. An estate worth over $100 million is not going to be given to you tomorrow. You got to work for that. It's tax paperwork that you got to file. It's UCC forms you got to file. It's things you got to file. And then you got to certify mail them. And then you got to wait for them to go to DC and then go through all of this shit. And then when they fucking see that you set your trust up, then they'll pay you what they owe you.
But you got to be a grown up.
But you got to be a grown up to access this shit. And so while we being grown ups, we are also homeless and broke, alone and hungry and scared to go to sleep all at the same time. But we are fucking doing it because we work in the private now.
And the only reason we share this is because it's on our soul to do this Jonah Wales stuff and tell people what we know. Because
I want to tell y'all, I want to give y'all the tools to fish for yourself. Because I'm not coming back here no more. I promise you that. I'm not coming back to help y'all no more. I've done it too many times. And I said when I went up there the last time, I got one more thing I think it'll work. One more I think it's gonna work. One more. And let's see what happened. And I'm seeing that not happen. So I'm done. I've fulfilled my contract within myself. And whoever I could bring with me, we're gonna ride out to the next dimension. We ain't coming back to this one. This one is stupid here. This one over here dumb. And the people in it act accordingly. So for everybody who's, oh my God, one of the elders called us and told us her grandson, 18 years old, was looking, watching the video of us with her. And he went right from the house to the Social Security building and said, I need access to my on and off ledger account. And they said to him, they said, come back when you 25. They ain't say it's no such thing.
They just said come back.
Fuck. They said come back when you're 25 so you'll have a better understanding of it, right? Why wouldn't they say there's no such Why would they say there's no such thing as an on ledger, off ledger account? Why did it take a baby to hear me say this and get off his ass and go to the store, I'm at the agency, and say, I know y'all lying to me. I know y'all lying to me. Why did a baby go do that? And I've never heard back from y'all and said to say, what exactly are you talking about? There's a girl, it was 2 girls on here that said, I'm on it, sis. I'm so grateful for that. Anybody who's willing to fucking at least read, because it literally says universal code. What is it? US 18.8. All debts are paid by the fucking government. You don't owe anything. You can't get locked up for stealing if your ass hungry, nigga. That's paid for. But whatever. You ain't gotta believe me. But what's not paid for right now is the gas. So if any of y'all wanna, that's why I'm slipping like that. Fuck, it's 1 o'clock and it's already 90-something degrees. That's why I'm kind of glitching right now. So I'm gonna get off of here. But you can't write off gas. So if any of y'all can send us some gas money, that'd be great. Gas money would be great. We accept $5 and $10 donations for gas because $5 here pays for a gallon of gas. And we have been doing it by the gallon lately, not the tank. We can't keep the tank full dashing because it uses up all the gas. But this is me humbly asking y'all if y'all can cash app me something. Please feel free to do so. Somebody said to us the other day, stop giving away everything and start accepting what is trying to be given to you. When people give us shit, we only take half and then we help somebody else. And it's sitting right in the head. In your head, you think, Grandma said, where 4 can eat, 6 can eat. So you cannot eat the whole plate yourself. You have to share. But the girl is right when she said that. We have to take some time to regroup, to, what is it? Refinish ourselves, replenish ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves. Whatever them fucking words is the sun is fucking with me. I'm starting to get lupus fog now. But I'm humbly asking y'all if y'all can to send us a cash app. My cash app is Grounded Fee. and it's gonna be for the award if you put that in there and come up. All right, that's my humiliation for the day. I hope what y'all I hope we was able to teach y'all some stuff. I hope you really listened to what I said. Cause the more of us that come for our shit, the scared of these niggas go. Resignations.info. See who resigned. See who resigned because they know we coming for our shit. And another thing I want to tell y'all too, that they'll never tell you. You know how they repossess our shit? They repossess our shit. If you put a lien on anybody that did some dirty shit to you financially, you could repossess their shit. You get a fucking U-Haul truck and you go to their fucking house and take everything out of it. They will never tell niggas that. That's my last tip for the day. Hope that was good enough for some gas money. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. Keep casting. Practice in private. Don't let these fools see your magic because they always watching. Be careful with the sperm you let in your vagina. There's some crazy nut out there.